And welcome back, everyone, to another episode, a special episode of The Red Divide. We've got a special guest joining us today. You may recognize him from the vlog. It's Dimz back in the house. How's it going, brother?
Doing good. Glad to be back on the show. Um, talk more shit about United, and most importantly about the big game tomorrow. All right.
Yeah.
That's
can't
it.
wait to get started.
Welcome
And then-
back, Dimz. It's always good to have you back on the show. It's nice to have another person as a guest that knows more about football than a Man United supporter.
Definitely.
So, this episode should be fun.
People are already shaking their heads thinking, listen to these two, Liverpool and Arsenal, what do they know about football? But anyway.
We're playing against each other, but we take pride in giving Man United hassles.
That's
Yeah,
it.
no, you guys-
No, there's no disrespect between us, Ray. We know you guys are a good team. You know, we're a decent squad. It's going to be a good game. We can just move on to discussing United and Wigan right now.
Well, in all fairness, Dims, at least I know Arsenal will give us a lot of a harder game than what United will. So, and I know that you guys will actually come and try and win the game. Well, not come. You guys are at home. I know you guys will try and win the game. Not like United. You know, they play the big teams nowadays. They've got to go double
Put the
pivot,
handbrake.
heavy. Put the bus in front of the goals. Yeah, so I know you give us a much better game.
Can you hear he's still hurting? He's still hurting. His mighty Liverpool couldn't score against United that are down in the dumps right now. Couldn't score against us.
Lower in the dumps,
I was going to
Marcus.
say something, but I was thinking, Ray, you know what? I'd rather keep you as an alliance on this show, you know?
Yeah, wise, very wise.
You guys are so cute, you know. You guys are so cute. You play each other, but you can't even have a rivalry going because there is no such thing as a rivalry between any other team unless United's involved. So I get it. I understand it, guys. It's fine. Keep going.
Well, the only good thing about Monday is Wigan.
Yeah, for sure.
Wigan at home.
Wigan getting smacked. You're right. It'll be great.
Dims, what's the chances that United actually win? In all honesty, what's the chances?
I can't wait to hear this. Go.
Oh, you're asking me?
Yeah. What's the chances United actually wins this FA Cup game against Wigan? At Wigan.
Oof. 50-50.
50-50. Wow.
50-50.
Considering they're missing Onana and Amrabat, they don't have the spine. Aren't you more swayed to Wigan winning this game?
I am.
He's going to say Onana missing is probably a favour to us. That's what
I was just going to say, I think with him missing, they maybe have a better chance.
I have to agree.
No, that's it. Got AFCON on at the moment and
right.
Asian Cup. So, yeah, hopefully they go far for your sake, Mark.
They will. I mean, Onana, he's had a terrible season, no jokes. I think he single-handedly cost us Champions League progression. Some serious mistakes there that shock us. We should have had a lot more points, but whatever. What's done is done, and we move on. I look forward to seeing this new Lati, the new goalkeeper, Bahinda, in goals. Yeah, he does. And missing Amrabat, he hasn't played. You know, it's not like he plays every single game for us, so I don't think we're missing Carter just yet. He's also finding his feet in his first season at United. So, I think Casey's back, which will be great, but looks like Casey also
Probably
takes a few
won't start, eh?
Yeah, he takes a few games to get going as well, even when he does play. So, we'll see. It's Wigan. We should close our eyes and beat them, but United have been so inconsistent that who knows? And we'll go ahead. I think we'll be all right. We should win that game. I'm not going to say comfortably because nothing is comfortable for United these days. So, let's go with the victory. We should
I
should
love
beat
this.
them.
Hang on 1 second. This is probably my favorite part of these shows because I love coming back to them with the passion. Give us your prediction, Marky.
What's the score? You want the score?
Yeah.
Yes. Give us a score.
We saw the last time against Arsenal how well that turned out, so let's hear it this time.
Yeah, that didn't turn out so well for you, Mark.
Well,
Try to do better this time.
and then Garnacho was off by a ball there, and then unfortunately they went and scored on the counter. So it's okay. Dimitri didn't know. He was so quiet when that happened. He didn't know what to do. He was looking around like, oh, geez, what just happened? I was like,
I don't know. Rumor has it that Dallo is still sliding.
Jose Jesus that sent him sliding, yeah.
Hey, what a finish.
I'm going to go with 2-1.
And
what do you reckon, Dimz?
And he has the nerve to say the mighty Man United against Wigan. 2-1.
Yeah, but we don't have our full-strength team. Onana's not there, Dimz.
You got Maguire, at least.
Yeah, Maguire and Evans. Perfect duo.
Yeah, geez. Blast from the past. But, I think we'll win. It's going to be stressful. You know, big teams always come to play against, and smaller teams always come to play against bigger teams. They're trying to put on, a show and try and impress, and they never know when they're going to play a big team again, so they come all out. So, I'm going to go with a 2-1 United.
You reckon? What do you reckon, Dimz?
I'd love to speak with my heart here, but I have to speak with my head, As usual, United have manipulated, dug deep in the pocket, so they drew Wigan. So
listen to you. We made the toughest fixtures the last couple of years. I was so surprised when we got Wigan. I'm like, wow, that's a change.
Yeah, no, I mean, look, I'd love to see you guys out the another competition.
It's the only competition that's going for them at the moment.
But, yeah, I don't see that happening. I'm thinking you guys should comfortably go through. But
What's
yeah,
the
prediction 3-0.
You're giving too much respect, Dimz. Way too much respect for that team. Jeepers, what's going on here?
No, listen, it kills me. I'll be honest with you. I'd love to slate them, but I don't want to make myself look like I'm Amparo on the show. So,
listen, before the show, did Mark slide you a 50 or 150? Then say, listen, predictions. Just say United's going to score 3. Little side ender there. Yeah, I'm shocked. I must be honest. I can't believe that.
You started with 5. And I said, come now, but there's no ways that's going to happen. You know what I mean? So I've settled on 3.
I only said 2, but yeah.
Nah.
Giving them way too much respect.
Listen, if you can't beat them by at least 3 goals, then I might as well send you one of these,
Yeah, no, I don't want that shirt. You can keep that shirt, thanks. But so, right, that's fine. Ray, what's your prediction?
Woo! Spotlight. In all honesty, with the form that Manchester United have shown this season, I honestly think it will be a draw. And I think Wigan will go to Old Trafford, and then you'll get the win at Old Trafford.
Interesting.
I reckon it will be a draw. Just based on... I know, imagine the bet if you had to go put money down on this, right? Imagine the odds for this. But I just think with your form, you've just been so inconsistent, up 1 week, down the next week. You haven't really hit a couple of games, a winning streak. So your form is you win one, you lose one, you win one, you lose one. So, yeah, possibly you lost to Forest, maybe now you win and then you lose the next one. Or it's a draw. I think a draw and probably a replay at Old Trafford.
Sure.
That's my prediction.
Ray, as much as I'd love that to happen, I'm just looking at the league table now, with Wigan in 18th and having lost their last 3. Oof, I don't know, huh?
Remember, FA Cup form goes out the window, and those teams come to play, especially against bigger teams. They're not sure when they're going to play them again. So I think they'll come.
Hang on 1 second. Where are they playing? They're playing at you?
At home. No, they're playing at home. Wigan.
Okay. No, actually, you know what? That's a good shot, maybe, because they probably would have had more of a chance at Mickey Mouse Land. So
Thank you, man. We'll see when you arrive later this year. We'll see. We'll come to visit that comment.
When we arrive, this is not Liverpool.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Arsenal.
Actually, Ray, hang on.
I'm
Ray,
a little bit of aggravation between the two of you. Finally. Wow. You guys have been kissing each other's butts since the podcast started, so that's great.
I was wondering that was going to happen.
When do we play you? I think in March or no, end of the season, I think.
End of the season, because that's when we knock you out of the top 4.
That's it. Now I'm thinking that's where you might give us a guard of honor. Fantastic.
No. We're the only ones that take the God of Honor from you. Thanks very much.
Can I just ask?
Maybe we should.
Sorry, Ray, I just want to ask. Right, Mark, do us a favor, quick. Can you just mention the teams that have won the league at the
Old Trafford? No, I don't remember any. There was a team that thought they did it. Sylvain Wiltor thought he did it, but it wasn't true. It was just a dream. It was a bad dream.
Yeah. The Arsenal, no?
No, definitely not. I'll never forget that game because Sylvain Wiltor put the second goal in on the break, sealed the win for you guys. That was tough to watch.
Good
Still wearing a maroon kit. I'll never forget.
Well, that's going back, eh?
Yeah.
Vintage times.
That's going
Well,
back.
Yeah, so to the big game, eh? The reason why we're here. Hey, Dimz.
We've got the small news out the way. Now should we get to the big news, right?
Well, that's the reason for the podcast. You bring on a
That's
guest
it.
and about your game, you know?
No one wants to hear about Man United. We're the stars of the show, Dimz. Let's take this away.
It's the same goal as every week. It's all about United. So we've got to flip the script sometime. And thanks for joining us so we can actually talk about another team instead of United.
Listen,
well,
don't you know it's like when you go to the rugby back home, you know, they have the curtain raiser, the smaller games. Like now we're getting through the smaller news, and now here's the big game, you know?
Well, Dimz, this is why we on the blockbuster Sunday game, and Man United's on a Monday. No one wants to watch Monday football.
You just said it.
You know what I mean?
Curtain raiser, and then the main event's on Monday, and that's after.
Exactly.
The main event comes after the curtain raiser. You know what I mean?
If you're talking about Wigan winning, maybe, but other than that, no.
Anyway,
So, Dimz, what do you reckon?
Who's going to win, Dimz? And why are you going to win? You're at home.
I like what he says, that why are you going to win? I like that. He's giving you confidence. He's trying to sway your train of thought.
Ray, I honestly feel we're going to just have the edge on the day. We have something to prove. We've had 2 pathetic losses on the trot, you know. West Ham at home, first one in a long time. Then we go to Fulham, score in the first 3-4 minutes, and then end up losing the game. So the boys have a point to prove out there. And look, I think we might just have the edge. If we don't, I don't see us losing another one. Draw, and then if we go back to Anfield, then we'll have to do another show.
Well, this is the thing. Then we'll have to round 2, part 2. Eh?
Yeah.
Well, that's a fair shout. I kind of have to agree with what you're saying.
I think it's not going to be like a 3-1 battering like United. I think it's just going to be like a quick little 1 goal at the end or something, you know.
Last 3 minutes of the game, you scored 2 on the break. Listen to this guy. Listen, tell me
we
why
did it for you. Show some appreciation. We did it for you. You came all that way. We wanted to keep it exciting.
What a gift. What a gift. Arsenal, the team that keeps giving. Hey, cuz?
That's it.
Oh,
I'm still here. Don't worry, guys. Hang on. I'm trying to get some light here. I've gone out. Oh, there we go. Sorry.
That's over. That's just like in the Emirates. I'll go out.
I thought you in South Africa and you had load shedding. Load shedding in England.
Yeah.
So why do you think you're going to beat Liverpool?
Well, like I said, you know, boys have something to prove. We've lost 2 on the trot. We need to win some silverware this season. It's been
because the league's out of the way already. So carry on.
Yeah. No, I wouldn't say that.
Are you still
Come
in
on,
there,
Mark.
Dimz? You're higher than United on the log. Don't let him trash talk
Ooh,
you.
way higher. Way higher. Listen, Ray, mark my words. Save this video, this podcast. If they get top 10, they're lucky.
Yeah, the way they're playing, they'll be lucky if they get top 10. I agree with
They're
you.
going to
What
finish
happens if we
down there
make
with
top 10,
Chelsea.
Dimz? Dimz,
What's
you're going
that?
to pay for my flight if we make top 10 or what?
Hey, always
What,
trying
for
to
round two?
negotiate this one, huh?
You wanted to throw in big numbers here. So
I'll make sure if anything I'm admitting to, it's off camera, okay? I think, like I said, I think it's going to be a very, very tight game. It's going to be a case of, I just think there's going to be a goal in it. Whether we score, it's a big scoring fixture between us all the time. So whether it ends up, being 3-4 at the end, 2-1, 1-0, I think there's going to be one goal in it.
Well, to put this into context, Liverpool have scored 19 goals in the last 21 meetings with Arsenal. So there's always goals in the game. But yeah, I have to agree that it's not going to be a 3-0 or a high-scoring game. I think either team can edge it by one goal or a draw. That was my original prediction as well.
how's it saying, Dimz? He only mentions what Liverpool have done against those games. Doesn't mention what Arsenal have done. Yeah,
No, but Dimz knows what Arsenal have done.
terrible guy. This only sees it from his side. Dimz, terrible guy. There.
Listen, if we're talking recent times, he's probably doing us a favour.
Here's some more fun facts for you. The teams last clashed in the competition in February 2014. You know when was the last time Liverpool beat Arsenal in the FA Cup?
2014.
1964. So
Wow.
you've got a little bit of history on us, Dimz. We haven't beat you in the FA Cup.
Michael Owen scored the winner in the final against Arsenal in whatever it is, 2001 or 2002, whatever that was, whenever you were playing for you guys.
No, that's not right. No.
That is right. That is right.
The last win at Arsenal was in 1964.
I'm using my memory. Michael
No,
Owens.
the game wasn't at home. The game wasn't at home. It was at Wembley, cuz.
You didn't specify. You just said the last time Liverpool beat Arsenal was in 19-something.
The last time we beat Arsenal at their home ground was in 1964.
That's better. I can agree
Right.
with that. Cool.
The last time we clashed was in 2014. Yeah, so we haven't played you guys.
Your teams. What's going on here?
That's only because you're an undercover Michael Owen idol. That's it. He was your idol.
I know my footy. True football fan. You guys, he's listing only Liverpool stuff. Dimz, you're just agreeing with this guy who is just trashing you, my book. Come on, stand up for us.
I'm not trashing him, yeah.
1 minute. You see, hang on, Mark. Just pull out your wooden spoon quickly. Trying to steal.
Silver spoon.
all that matters is I know who holds the most FA Cups. So you know what? Maybe we'll feel generous on the day and give them another one.
Is it by 1 or by 2 over United?
I think it's by 1 or 2.
Yeah. I know you overtook us. You leveled up, and I think it was one more to take the record.
Yeah, we won the last one was in front of no fans during COVID times. I think 2020 or 21. Yeah.
No, it was longer than that. I thought it's longer than that. I thought Sanchez was still playing for you guys when you won the last FA Cup. Or Arteta, his first season, 5 years ago, he won it, right?
Yeah.
Last time.
But I'm pretty sure it was
2019, I think.
No, I think it was 21.
You sure?
Yeah.
Somewhere there. But yeah, that's the last time you won anything. It's almost going on 5 years.
How's your math? We're in 24, 21. That's 3.
If it is 21, but it was Arteta's first season, right? So I don't think it was 21.
But he's had 4 years now?
I think this is his 5th year. I think
Fifth year already.
His fifth season. I may be wrong, but I think so.
We won it in
So,
2020.
Dimz, while you're searching there, I got a question for you.
2020,
How happy are you? How happy are you that Salah's not going to be playing on Sunday?
I don't think Dimz rates Salah.
Well, he scored 10 goals against Arsenal in his career.
Yeah. So it's obviously it's great, you know. Yeah, I'm quite happy about it, right?
Who else are you missing? You guys, you got Thomas Partey that's not there. You got your Japanese defender.
He's been injured, so it's not like we've missed him really. You know, I think Rice has done a job this season in his pretty much filling his role. But
only Tommy Yasu, right?
Tommy Yasu, and then there was also Al Neni. But again, I mean, we've been using him like in Carabao Cup games and that type of thing. So nothing major. And Tommy Yasu, I don't know. I mean, top defender, but I don't know. I don't think he's up there, you know. Compared to who we have, I mean,
I agree.
We
You're
need
not
to
missing anyone really.
No, we're not really missing anyone. But we need a decent left back. Zinchenko hasn't been cutting it. I'm just looking forward to Timber coming back. I mean,
he's back from injury soon, eh?
Soon, and I mean what he showed preseason, and then also when we beat Man City for the Charity Shield. I mean, he impressed a lot of fans. Like we saw this guy. This is, I think, a big star on the horizon here, and then boom, out. So looking quite forward to his return.
What happened to that Rolls Royce, that fake Rolls Royce used to talk about? What happened to him? I see he's on the field, but see the goals are coming.
How does Ray say it? How does Ray say it? Salabia.
I'll say it.
No, machine. Honestly, machine. But
machine at allowing the goals in, or what? That's pretty good if you can allow the goals in. So I guess it's also special talent.
You got a lot to say down there, huh?
We're chasing you guys. We're not many points behind you. We're coming.
Chasing. Ray, make that a short. They chasing us. United are chasing us.
Yeah, they're looking up at you from the bottom of the log.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. It's not how you start, boys. It's how you finish.
Sure.
Yeah?
If we're on a track circuit, the only way you chase, he's gonna get in the dark. If we're on a track circuit, the only way you're chasing us is in the opposite direction, Mark. That's the only way you're gonna catch us.
Long way to go still. Let's see. I mean, I've lost all hope for the season already. Not all hope, but I'm not very excited to see how the season finishes. I just want to get it over and done with already. It's crazy. We're only halfway, and I'm like, let's get rid of this. Let's rebuild. Let's get some reinforcements in. Get our new ownership. Start pulling the strings, and we'll see.
Well, there's lots of ifs and buts going on. Yeah, jeez.
Too many.
I want it over and done with so we can start.
Listen, that's a topic I'm going to bring up in a minute. But for now, Ray, on to you. What do you reckon tomorrow?
Oh, it's a tough call. You know, Arsenal have in the last 13 games they've won 10, drawn 2, and lost 1 to West Ham. So, you got a very good home record. You do play very good football. Last time we met you in the FA Cup was a long time ago, especially at home. So, I also see like a one goal, other team winning by 1 goal, or a replay going back to Anfield. Another fun fact, obviously we would.
I want you guys to play more games, but I think Arsenal are going to beat Liverpool tomorrow.
See, this is the question that I was going to ask you, Mark. If you have to choose between Arsenal and Liverpool, you choose Arsenal.
The two teams that I despise most.
I know.
Right.
Put you on the spot, yeah.
He flew over the pond. He came all this way just to see Arsenal.
And you got a nice present as well for it.
Beautiful present.
You see these boys. If I had to choose, it's tough.
Tough choice.
And I used to appreciate the Arsenal rivalry, late or early 2000s, almost
Ferguson,
late
Wenger days.
2000s. I really used to appreciate that. But then their fans, the Arsenal fans, my gosh, they are just too much.
Them, huh?
They never shut up. They're just too much to deal with. So I'm like, that's the reason I don't like Arsenal anymore. It's just their fans that turn me off the club. Liverpool, that's our rivalry. That's why I don't like Liverpool is the actual club and the rivalry that we have. I respect for them where they are. But
when you talk about the
Arsenal fans, my man, jeez.
When you talk about the Arsenal fans, obviously our little fantasy group comes to mind. But on that note about fantasy, Ray, who's performing worse, his team or Mark on fantasy this season?
Poor Dimz, it's a very close tie with that one, eh?
But Dimz always mentions fantasy when he's ahead of me, which is very rarely. That's the only time you'll ever see him mention fantasy. Last season, he didn't even mention the word because he was absolutely smashed.
Who's won more times over each other?
Me.
No.
By almost double. But anyway.
Double.
So
listen, we got to see some proof here, hey?
So listen here. So he only mentions that when he's ahead. Unfortunately, I've had a terrible fantasy season this year. I've been too occupied with the NFL because United have been doing bad. My Cowboys have been doing pretty good. So I've been focused on them, and I've unfortunately let my United, my fantasy team, fall away. So I have a lot of work to do in my fantasy team. NFL ends now in January.
So does your real team.
I'll definitely put a lot more focus on the Premier League fantasy, that's for sure. Also play Premier League fantasy NFL, fantasy league football for NFL, and that's taken up a lot of my interest as well because that's Thursday nights. And Sunday
you're just hearing excuses.
So, that's all I'm just hearing stories. It's become a bit of a custom this season with Mark. It's just stories and excuses, and I'm so used to it already.
Yeah, sounds like Ray from last season.
In his little NFL fantasy cowboy thing, he's also probably doing clack, and then he's telling those people, I'm so focused on Premier League.
No,
fantasy.
I won that. I won $500 the other day.
Sure. Well, maybe you can go. Maybe you can go.
I've been focused. I'm going to turn my focus to Premier League.
Maybe you can go and invest those winnings in some AR to help you with your Premier League fantasy.
He needs it, Dimz. He needs it.
Might need it.
You're so busy making bets with games nowadays, cuz instead of thinking Man United is so solid, like you mentioned, go and bet against them. You'll probably win lots of money.
When did I mention we were solid?
Oh, there's many podcasts. Many podcasts. You're like, the mighty Manchester, and then you guys go and lose that weekend. And then you win one, then you're almost like we're back.
I didn't say we're solid. I said I have to be positive and think we're going to turn the corner and turn it into consecutive winning games, but we don't. So after every win, I'm like, okay, cool. This might be the time we turn it around now. Okay, cool, we won. No. So
Mark, there's something all the viewers want to know. Coming from the horse's mouth. Where is United going to finish the season on the table?
This is a good question, Dimz. I was going to save this for right at the end, but this is great.
I don't really want to talk about United's season. That's how bad it is.
Will United be in the top 10?
Oh, that's just being gracious. Top 10. Definitely. Ask me if they're going to be in the top 6, Dimz.
Hang on, we're not done yet. Right? So they're in the top 10. Whereabouts?
Who are you going to finish above, cuz? Who are you going to finish above?
Who am I going to finish above? Most teams.
Can turn them upside down.
You're above most teams. You know what I mean? So it's fine.
Number on the league.
Number on the league.
This should be interesting. I'm going to make a short for this.
Please.
It's going to be the most viewed video.
I'm going to go with. Unfortunately, we're going to miss out on Champions League. I think. If I'm with my heart, my heart and my head are two different things here. My heart's telling me we'll get Champions League. My head.
Speak from the heart.
My head's telling me we'll equal our worst ever finish, 7th.
7th.
Still above our 10th.
I don't know, right? Very political, huh? I think that's
Yeah,
very
So,
political.
still above Arteta's
Politician, yeah.
He's playing his cards really tight, Dimz. He's really like not overshooting it. You know, he's trying to think, I'm going to get roasted with what I'm going to say next.
No,
And he's just being
politician,
very
that's why.
diplomatic.
Ray, I
Yeah.
say it straight as it is. United 9th, Chelsea 10th.
What? You crazy, boy. You crazy.
You know, that much has happened, actually.
Yeah.
That much has happened.
Who's winning the league, Mark?
Who's winning the league? Simple.
Yeah.
You know the answer.
I know who
say-
you're going to say. I know you're going to say. I know he's going to say.
Simple. It's easy. You
The
guys should know.
The only team in Manchester. That's what he's going to say.
Yeah,
He's going to say Man City. Man City.
Joe, give us an answer, Joe.
But Man City will win the league this year. Yes.
I knew it. Number one, Dimz, he doesn't want Liverpool to win. Number two, he doesn't want Arsenal to win. So he won't be honest and say either of us are going to win. He's just going to say straight out Man City.
Come
No,
speak
so
from that heart.
there's some truth to that Liverpool cannot stand them winning anything. Arsenal, don't even get me started. Cannot stand them winning anything. Look at their fans. But in all seriousness, City still have the best squad. They have the best manager, and they have the most money. So they're going to win.
They don't have any players going to the Asia Cup or the African Nations Cup.
Correct. He's got his full-strength team. De Bruyne just came back. They're going to start flying again now.
You know, there's a huge possibility that they are going to go flying. Hopefully not to first. Hopefully they can finish second or third. But yeah,
Liverpool.
it's a Premier League. You never know. Anything can happen.
So you guys are still like holding hands here instead of I'm waiting for this big rivalry here, but there's none. It's
You know what?
here.
In all fairness,
respect.
that's exactly what it is. Because
for each other.
you know what, Arsenal, in all fairness, they got 14 FA Cups. Cause they've won the most. They've won the most FA Cups out of anyone else in the league, out of all leagues.
Big
That's
shot.
We've got to show them some respect for that.
Yeah.
That's because other teams are taking the league serious. So what?
We're talking about the FA Cup right now, and it has to be. We have to give them credit. You know, they've got 14
Yes,
cups.
sir.
That's
Yes,
higher
sir.
than
Tell me
anyone
this.
else.
Kaz, did you give us your prediction?
Yes, I did.
What's your score? Oh, you said you might go back, a draw and go back.
I said it either win by one, either way, or a draw, and we have a
all the
replay at Anfield.
possibilities. You gave us all the possibilities under the sun. That's awesome. Really holding hands here, you two. Anyway, and you know that you guys, you know that in a month's time you play each other again at the
Yes.
Emirates for the league. So we'll have to see how you guys do this week compared
Big
to how you
hiding.
do in a month's time.
Big hiding. Right, I can tell you now, I think now we're going to give you about 3 goals at least.
In the league.
Yeah.
Really?
This is what Mark has been waiting for the whole day. Look at him, stir the pot. Yeah, get in there.
Oh, 3 goals. Only Dimz. Only.
Ray, can you go back to your something that comes to mind, best game against us?
Probably 4-4 comes to mind for me, you guys. Archer.
The FA Cup when Owen scored the winner when we came back, and for me, that was probably the best game.
The game you forgot about. Now it's the best game. No, cool.
No. In terms of actually winning a trophy against Arsenal in the FA Cup, we're talking FA Cup now. So for me, Owen, he stole the show.
It's a game you forgot about earlier. You totally forgot about that. I had to mention it to you. Otherwise, you wouldn't even known that you beat Arsenal in the FA Cup.
Yeah, because I'm getting old. You have to remind me about what we win. Thanks.
100%.
You're a secret Liverpool supporter. You follow us in the shadows.
Not a chance. I just remember the player that scored for you to win the FA Cup had to come to United to win a league. That's all I remember.
It's Ferguson. It's all Ferguson pool. Nothing to do with the club.
Came to win the league. Score the winner against City, boy. 4-3. 94th minute.
Now that comes to mind, we won the league at Old Trafford and Anfield. So
You won it at Anfield as well? When?
yeah.
You remember when?
No, I
During
can't
your
remember the
lifetime?
exact year.
During
But
your lifetime?
what's that, Mark?
During your lifetime?
No, before. But
Remind us about that guard of honor you gave us, Dimz. You gave United. You gave Van Persie. Yeah, they must have hurt. The guy left you, come to United, scores the league, and then walks through you, and you guys all, hey, Van Persie, nice one.
Yeah, that was a kick in the nuts, I must say.
That was an ouchie.
So would you say the guard of honor? Would you rather take a guard of honor or losing the league, or winning the league at one of your rivals?
I'd rather the absolute respect that you have to give the team a guard of honor.
Right. Biden,
I'll take
politician.
Obviously, the diplomat is back, Dimz.
I'm just being serious. You guys had to stand, make a line for us, and salute the champions as we walk in out. I mean, Allah. Especially when we just took your best player and won the league with him.
Oh, of course, he's going to say that.
Dimz, this is the happiest I've seen Mark in any of the episodes right now. Look at him. He's smiling from ear to ear. Van Persie.
I'm smiling because I'm looking at you two guys being all friendly with each other instead of having your back and forth. It just shows there's no rivalry.
I've got a lot of respect for Arsenal because even when Wenger was there, although I don't like the French fucker.
That was a good rivalry back then.
Yeah, it was a great rivalry, when it was Roy Keane and Patrick Vieira, those days. I really enjoyed the clashes with those type of teams. Yeah, for me, that was proper. But in all fairness, I've got to give Arsenal a lot of credit. They play good football. They're very well organized. I can't really say that we're going to walk all over them because I don't see that happening. I think we'll both compete. I think we'll compete. No, I think we'll compete. I think they'll compete. I don't think it's going to be a walkover. So in this specific instance, I have to give him. I'm not scared of Arsenal. No, not at all. Not scared of Arsenal.
He's not scared of Arsenal.
To be a bit of a boring game, huh? And like I said, someone's
not scared of Arsenal.
Someone's going to slip a goal in, or it's going to be a draw.
I don't see any of us. I don't see either of our teams going to defend them. So I don't see that. I see both of our teams going for the win. It's who capitalizes on the last pass, the last shot. That type of scenario.
I feel that's going to be more like that when we play in the league.
Yeah, probably you're right.
I don't know.
In all seriousness, talking about scoring, you guys might do a 0-0 or maybe another 1-1 just because none of you guys can really score. You got Arsenal front guys who've scored 11 or 12 goals in the league. Amongst them, Martinelli, Saka, and Jesus, which is seriously low compared to last year. You got Salah, the top scorer for Liverpool, that's not there. You got Darwin Núñez that cannot hit. That dude is pathetic. He couldn't hit a ball if you gave him 20 swings. So
you just gutted that he chose Liverpool over United.
Or 1-1, 0-0, 1-1.
You just gutted that he chose Liverpool over United. The same with Cody Gakpo. Yes.
Trust me, I'm not. I was a little upset about Cody because I thought he was Ten Hag and him had a relationship, but he hasn't done a whole lot for Liverpool, so that's fine. But Darwin thank God we dodged that bullet. That dude is, man, he's cucked. We were talking about it before the podcast, guys. He's cucked.
Listen, he misses a lot of opportunities. There's no doubt. He misses a lot of big chances. But you'll see, the boy will come right. He scores. Sometimes he scores the most difficult one and then misses the easiest one. That's just how he is. He's like Man United. He's inconsistent.
Yeah,
same thing. But just saying that, he probably has the most missed chances in the league this season, but he's probably got more goals and assists than most of the Man United players. Unless you've got some stats to argue that case.
He's missed more than half his chances. He's missed more chances than United have created, so that's on us for not being creative. But how bad is he for missing?
He's like,
you know what I mean? How bad is he for missing so many chances?
Or how good are we for creating so many chances? You can look at it like that as well.
You're trying to goals that blind. You know what I mean? Like, unbelievable. You guys could be winning the league by a few points, not just 1 or 2. You could be way ahead. But you have Darwin in it, so I'm happy about that.
You know what? He's not the finished article. He's not. Yes, he's going to miss. Yes, he's going to be offside. The light is still young. He'll come right. You'll see. Mark my words. He'll come right. He gets in all the right positions. He can shoot. He can pass.
He's offside 50% of the time.
Yeah, him and Garnacho, they're having competition to see who can have more offsides this
season. Much younger than Darwin.
How old is Garnacho?
20.
Yeah, Darwin's not far off. I think he's
19,
22.
19 or 20, somewhere there.
Darwin's in his early 20s as well.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, I would much rather, I mean, like I said, I still have a lot of respect for Arsenal. I'd still much rather have a Saka on the right instead of Anthony, unfortunately. You know, Anthony, hey.
I think any team would take Saka.
Little
The
fidget
boy's
spinner.
phenomenal.
Yeah, it's danger.
Danger.
How quickly he rose from being introduced into the league. Incredible, huh?
A great couple seasons, like done so well.
Yes, and consistent. Oh my goodness.
It's actually come to mind now because I was thinking about it that when we won it at Anfield, I think it was 89, 90 season, somewhere there. 89 or 90.
Okay.
But
I'm not sure.
Just going back to games that we've played, right? I think one of my favorite games against Liverpool was a few years back.
Which one?
I think when I came over to the UK, it was a draw between us at the Emirates. It ended 3-3. So you guys were 2-0 up. And I think it was just after half time, like in the early 50 minutes, somewhere there. We scored back-to-back goals within a couple of minutes. It was 2-2. And then a few minutes later, we scored a third. So in a span of like 6-7 minutes, we scored 3 goals. And then you guys came back and scored another one. So it ended 3-3. I think it was when Firmino scored 2, and I think Coutinho. Or was Coutinho, and who was your 3? Your 3 you had up front?
Mane, Salah, Firmino.
I think it was 1 each. It was a top game though.
Nice.
But I know it's a high-scoring game between us usually.
Yeah.
It is.
It's by far a much more entertaining game than Liverpool, Man United, or Man United Arsenal.
Yeah,
Liverpool Arsenal is a much bigger game.
So boring, either 0-0 or complete walkover. So
bigger. Like I said in the last podcast, when two big teams go at it, then it's normally a tight affair. But when there's a smaller team involved, like Liverpool or Arsenal, then there's more goals.
Don't listen to this. Anyway, I've got a fun fact for you. Do you know that Liverpool and Arsenal are the only teams to ever win the FA Cup on penalties? How crazy is that?
Mad.
How long's this competition been going?
Don't even remind me how Arsenal won that fucking 1 year. I'll never forget that. Jeez, that made me so livid.
2005, eh?
You gotta look at the facts for that game. I think we had 28 or 32 shots, and Arsenal had like 12. But we just couldn't put the ball in the back of the net, and then we lost on penalties. I'll never forget that game.
2005.
Correct.
Really good game, though.
Game because you won it. That's why it's such a good game. It was a good game because we were non-stop assaulting your goals, but we just couldn't put it away. And yeah. Anyway.
Because it just seems like Dimz has got the upper hand on Man United, hey?
How?
With your scenarios. Beating your Oaks in the FA Cup on penalties, beating your Oaks while you went to go do the vlog.
Who ended the invincible streak?
Listen.
It was probably the team before you that made them tired. Before you.
One of the 49 teams before us, I guess, made them tired.
After 49 games, I thought, you know what, whatever, we're not going to be caught, It is what it is.
Listen to this guy.
I have a question. Is that stat still standing? Is that the longest streak?
Unbeaten season.
Unbeaten 49 games. That's incredible.
The 49 games spanned over 2 seasons, but they went one whole Premier League season unbeaten.
See, what you guys talk about your Champions Leagues and this and that. Only club with the gold one, the gold Premier League trophy. Only one.
It's only about this big. It's a little Mickey Mouse.
Small and mighty, huh?
Oh, no. It doesn't. When they say who's the champions, it doesn't say Arsenal, the gold trophy. It just lists each year. So it doesn't make a difference. You know what I mean? What you should do is try win more than one trophy per season. I told Ray that the same thing. Try win more than one trophy a season, then we can talk. But still failed to do that.
Ray, someone throwing stones in a glass.
I'm used to this, Dimz. He's talking a big in here. You know what I'm saying? He wins nothing here.
He doesn't win anything this season, so we're all on level terms right now.
Dimz, he doesn't even win the challenges, the head-to-head challenges, the game week 5 challenge, the 5-week game weeks.
Yeah.
He doesn't even win those challenges against me.
Couldn't
Now he wants to
even
talk up.
make the Europa cut, eh? Wow.
Couldn't. Yeah, he won. They won the lot. They won their group. If you turn the group upside down,
Yeah.
Stone Cold lost. Stone Cold lost.
Listen,
Yeah,
don't even talk to me about Europe. You don't even have a European trophy. Don't come talk to me about Europe, my friend. You've been in the Europa final twice, you couldn't win it. You were Champions League final once, you couldn't win it. Don't talk to me about Europe, my bud.
Who? Us?
You, yes, Arsenal.
I told you, locals lekker. We keep the competition tight.
Oh, no. Oh, awesome. So let's give a quick one before we go. Quick prediction again. Dimz, you going with her? 1-0 Arsenal.
2-1.
2-1. Right?
I reckon a draw.
Drawing back to Anfield.
Yes.
2-1 or 1-0. It's going to be 1 goal difference.
But the point is, you say Arsenal's going to win.
Yeah, by 1 goal.
100%. I say a draw.
You've got no faith in your team there, right?
No, I know that going to Arsenal is going to be difficult. I'm not going to.
And spank them. What's so hard?
It's not so easy. They play good football. It's not Man United that we're talking about. It's Arsenal. It's a much tougher game.
You know, this is why we can level. You got something upstairs.
Well, he missed that memo growing up, Dimz.
Trying to get you guys to actually, come alive.
I know exactly what you're trying to do. It's not working. What's your prediction there?
I don't know. I despise both teams, so it's tough. But probably stick to what I said earlier. Arsenal edge it. 1-0.
Fine, fair enough. I think what we'll do is after the boring Monday night game, we'll do a review video and we'll just touch base on our predictions, how the game turned out.
United.
Right,
United losing.
Right, how lovely would that video be if Wigan win, hey?
Oh, Dimz.
Oh,
yeah.
Christmas in January.
Christmas in January. Well, to be fair, Man United haven't lost in 2024 yet.
That's right. We're undefeated in 2024.
Undefeated, yeah.
Till tomorrow.
It's only because they haven't played any games.
Yeah, no. Well, Dimz, brother, thank you so much for joining us. Really appreciate your insight, your banter, even though you and Ray have been holding hands all podcast. I do appreciate you. We definitely have to see you real soon.
Listen,
100% Dimz.
If only tomorrow we sing the same song as when you came over, Mark. Rice, baby. Be hundreds.
Thanks for joining us, Dimz, in the studio. It's always a pleasure having you. Second time round. Best of luck with the game tomorrow. It's going to be a tough game. I hope we win. You hope you guys win. And let's see how everything pans out.
Well,
I hope Wigan wins.
We'll have lots
I hope you go out of this and you have nothing to fight for.
I'm sure you do. You must hope you don't go out, because if we have to focus on the league, we're going straight to the top. So I hope we stay back up.
Right. You seem to be doing a good job of that at the moment.
Make that a short.
Yeah. I'm going to. It's going to be the most viewed video.
100%. No, cool. Hopefully we can we'll do the catch-up one and take the piss out of United.
That's it. See. Looking forward to it.
We'll see. Cheers, boys.
Sweet boys. Enjoy the football.
Everyone, thanks for joining us. See you later. Ciao.
Ciao. Bye.
Peace.